So let's talk about the driving experience of this long-awaited successor from the 996. So what's happened? So this car gets 25 horsepower more than the 996. It's really not a lot, but you feel it. But I also need to say this car is getting a little bit more heavier than the 996. In the case of the chassis and in the case of the suspension, this car is now growing up. It's more adult than the 996, and it feels more stable and more quality. In any case, when you drive fast, when you drive on the highway, when you drive fast to the corners, this whole chassis, including the suspension, is feel more premium, more quality than the 996. The engine, it's still a Metzger engine. It's still a nice high revving engine with enough horsepower output. But to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed, like many of the Porsche fanboys, because I was thinking the 997 will be easily have 50 horsepower more than the 996. So I don't know why they just get so less out of this engine. But anyway, let's talk about the drivability of this car. So this is a 4x4. If you move them fast through the corners, it feels well, it feels solid, it doesn't feel like you want to bite you. For example, like when you drive in a rear drive 911. This car is more, for example, for the drivers that doesn't have much experience in sporty driving, because it has really a lot of reserves through the corners. What I don't like, if you drive it really fast through the corners, you have always somewhere on the middle in the corner the situation that you need always to correct the position on the car, from the car in the corner. I don't know why. It always makes a jump in the middle of the corner more on the outside of the corner. For example, if you compare to the rear-driven 911, there it's a different story. The rear-driven 911 feels more stable on the back wheel, like at this one, because I don't know, it feels also more sportier, but it can earlier bite you than this one. So you have here more reserves if you are not an experienced sporty driver than by the rear-driven one.